My name is Haley and welcome to our very first YouTube video. I am super excited / nervous. Talking on camera and making videos is not my thing. We don't grow unless we put ourselves in uncomfortable situations, so here we are. It's my goal for 2021 to make one piece of new content a week, and hopefully it'll be beneficial. Hopefully someone will get something out of it. So yeah, a little bit of background about me. So as I said, my name is Haley. I am the owner of Box Babe Gift Co. We are a personalized gifting company who sources everything from women-owned businesses. All of our gift boxes are handmade, hand-packed at our warehouse in Charlotte, North Carolina. All of our gift messages are handwritten. We include personalized items in each box. They're all made by hand by a member of our team. And it has been quite the journey in 2020. We are now a team of 5. We did well over 6 figures this year, and it all started with Etsy and my January 2020 resolution of last year. So I wanted to give you kind of a recap of where we're at to catch the channel up, and then going forward, I want to show you like an inside look, very transparent, of how we are scaling a handmade business. So with things being handmade, like I got to a point a few months ago where I was like, I cannot physically create everything that needs to be made. And like, it's not like we can just say, oh yeah, like talk to a factory and be like, we need 5,000 more units, because that's not how it works when it's handmade. And we stand behind like our quality, and like, we don't want to go like to a factory scale. So this will be a look into scaling a handmade business, because that is like so much more goes on than just scaling any other business, because everything's made by hand. So hopefully this will give you a look into that. It will not be a you should do this, and you'll be successful type channel. I believe that every business is different. Everyone has different needs. Things will work good for you that might not work good for me, vice versa. So this will be more of a here's what works for us, or here's what we're trying. Because I want you to come along for the ride. Like, I want to show you our challenges, our problems, because we do have a lot of growing pains right now. So hopefully we'll just go along this crazy roller coaster ride together. So it's kind of like a monumental day today, I guess. Like a year ago today, I was thinking of what I wanted my 2020 resolutions to be, and I wanted to add 1 new listing to Etsy per week. So I had an Etsy store and I was making like personalized items here and there. I was also working full time. I had graduated the previous May. So I graduated in May 2019. Started working full time throughout the year, realized I had time after work, started back up an Etsy shop in October of 2019. It went through December, and then December, I was like, okay, no, like, let's kick this up a notch. So 1 new listing on Etsy per week starting in January 2020. So I found that like I really liked making bridal stuff. I really liked making bridesmaid boxes, stuff for weddings, bachelorette parties. So that was kind of the route that I was gonna take my Etsy shop. Well, we going, picked up momentum. We were doing pretty good. And then in March, I was like, okay, here we go. We're gonna launch Box Babe Gift Co. because Box Babe Gift Co. was not around prior to that. So I was just running a different Etsy shop. It wasn't really like branded very well. It was called Vinylize It. Like, that's just not catchy. It's not pretty. So I was like, I'm going to launch a brand. Like, I want it to kind of be like a community where it's like more like a brand that I can build. So Box Babe Gift Co. was launching the 2nd week of March. I had a bridal show planned and then another pop-up show planned that I had put literally all of my savings into. So I had put all of my money into the like exhibitor fees, like the electricity fees, and then building up small inventory to have samples and stuff. Well, as we all know, 2nd week of March, quarantine. So both events were canceled. I had all of this inventory. Like, what does I spend all my money on it? Like, what does one do? So I think if I would have like tried to continue to be like, oh, still buy my bridal stuff, like we would not be where we are today. It just wouldn't happen, because as we all know, like some weddings have gone on, but it's just been a weird year. So we pivoted. I was like, I have to sell this inventory, like, to keep myself afloat. And it was all like, originally I'd started like everything was from women-owned businesses. Like, that part has never changed. But I was like, I have to get rid of this inventory because I won't make it next month. So I decided at that time I was moving into a house, and I was like, I'm gonna have room, let's see what I can do. So I decided, instead of doing like, will you be my bridesmaid boxes? So I changed it to like work from home boxes, nurse appreciation boxes. We had our famous quarantine sucks without you box. This box, we are still sending out so many of these a week. And it just kind of took off. Like, it was a way people needed to stay connected during this time when everyone was at home. So, you know, I found a way to fill that void, kind of. Like, my boxes could keep people connected. And then reviews started coming in, and this was all on Etsy. So we were doing just like insane amounts, and I was doing it all for my bonus room by myself because we were in quarantine. So then it got to the point where, like, you know, we had our bubbles, and I let my mom and my sister in my bubble, so they would come up here on the weekends and help me, and we'd just like all be on the floor packing boxes because like we ran out of space. I had tractor trailers coming up to my house to drop off supplies because we needed like pallets of shipping boxes. It just really got out of control. But the problem was, it was handmade. I couldn't just like tell someone like, hey, send me 5,000 more boxes and then I resell them. Like, we were hand making everything. So it got to the point in May where I was like, okay, I can either continue to grow Box Babe, because at this point, okay, I am still working full time, 9 to 5. It got to the point where I was like, I can either do my 9 to 5, keep Box Babe on the side, but keep it like at the level or even lower than it is because I can't keep up. We would have had to put our turnaround time at like 3 weeks. Or take the risk, quit my full-time job, and just take Box Babe full-time. And there we go. Full-time Box Babe it is. So I quit my job, and the next week I started warehouse shopping, trying to find a small warehouse because I couldn't keep it up in my house. I couldn't hire. I needed to hire. We needed space to put pallets. My garage was full. So found a warehouse in May, and that's where I was like, okay, this has to grow into more of a brand. Like, Etsy is great. This you can go into a whole another video. Etsy is great, but I think that it should be used more of as a marketing tool versus your selling channel. So Etsy is great at getting an audience there. They're great at like showcasing your products, but like you do not want repeat customers on Etsy. Like, you want them to purchase on Etsy, learn about your brand, keep them captivated, and then like take them to your own website so that you kind of own them. Like, I don't want that to sound like weird or anything. If you're just selling on Etsy, Etsy owns that customer. They don't let you contact them outside of Etsy. You can't add them to an email list. There's no way to really keep them up to date on products. There's just no real connection between you and that customer. But if you have them on your website, you can like send them emails. You can tell them to like you on Facebook, tell them to follow you on Instagram, and just like keep that connection and build more of a community, build more of a brand. But Etsy and Shopify, that is going to be a whole other video because I have a lot to say about Etsy. Yeah. So May was really that turning point where I was like, we need to have everyone on our own website, get off of Etsy. So here's a graph of how to show you our Etsy revenue versus our Shopify revenue and that pivotal point. And you can kind of see where we really just kind of dropped off of Etsy. And there were like 6 or 7 different factors that all played into this at once, but you can really see like our Etsy just dropped off. So now it's used more of like a marketing channel and more of a way to acquire customers versus a selling channel. So that was really a big pivotal point. And now here we are, we have totally outgrown our warehouse space. We have sent over like 15,000 boxes. We've hit well over 6 figures in revenue, and we're a team of 5 now. And it's just wild. My life has really been changed over the past 10 months, all because of Box Babe. Hopefully I'm able to add some sort of value, provide you with some sort of information. Maybe, see, I love seeing like the backside of people's businesses. And I know I'm just like, I love business and entrepreneurships, but I think it's very interesting. So hopefully you'll be able to see like the backside of Box Babe and like what we're going through, and like, no, your order is not delayed just because we are lazy and not doing it, because that is not what's happening. It's been really tough because growing this fast in a pandemic when the supply chain for everyone is completely disrupted has been very hard, because I would order 20 of something thinking, oh, this will last us a month, and then it's sold out within 2 days. But the turnaround time for some of my suppliers is 4 weeks. So then we're just kind of stuck. So we've had a lot of issues like that. So I'm hoping I can kind of take you through those as we get to that and just really show you how we operate, show you how we're growing. Hopefully it'll be helpful. And thanks for watching. Like us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, and I need to watch more YouTube videos myself to see how people end these videos, because I feel like it's a little awkward. But you'll grow with me, you'll grow with Box Babe, and let's do this.